Alright, ladies and gents, how we doing? Welcome! It is I, the People's Dwarf, aka Jeremy, here once again with another at-home workout. Today we are focusing on the lower body. So 2 days ago, we did an upper body workout with a mix of weights, bands, and bodyweight stuff. Today we're going to do a similar thing, a mixture of bands, weights, and body weight for lower body. Now, as always, we've got the workout exercises over there, so that way you've got a reference point if you want to play along at home and do some of these, or if you want to know what particular workouts, exercises they are, they're called, their names are right there, so you can look them up and research them later if you like, if you don't get time to do it during this actual stream, and that's totally okay. But yeah, so we'll keep that down there, but that'll also be where the second cam pops in when I do the pull-ups over in the pull-up section, so that'll move temporarily, but that is all good. Oh, Moose Boot! Moose Boot, what is going on? Hello, we have some amazingness in the house. That is awesome. Hello, everyone. With Moose Boot, we have some hype up in here. What is up? Moose Boot, it has started indeed. Shout out to Moose Boot for that amazing raid. How are you? And welcome, raiders. My name is Jeremy, aka the People's Dwarf. We are doing an at-home workout today, focusing on lower body. So, I am a at-home fitness streamer. I do PC and PS4 game streams, and I do trivia streams as well, if you like that, every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. PDT time. But welcome, everyone. We've got Rinaroo, Peeper-esque, we've got Mama Moose, and who else we got in there? Captain Canada. All you raiders, welcome, and thank you so much for the follow, Lala Warrior Mum. That has earned you 5 push-ups, and I mean you, it means me. So every follow, I do 5 push-ups. So let's catch those in. Oh, there's another one on there. Who's that one? Moose About. Thank you so much for the follow, and Blinker. That's 15 push-ups right there. Boom. Here we go. Cash them in for you guys right now. 5 push-ups per follow. So that is 3 right there. Whoop, I think I heard a 4th. So let's just go to 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Was that another one in there I just heard? I think that was 5, wasn't it? Hang on, let me just double check that. We have, okay, how many have we got? No, we've got 4 so far. Unless the thing's not updating yet, but awesome to have you guys here. Captain Canada, thank you so much. Moose Boot, Blinker, and Lala Warrior Mum. I think that was 20. Did I do 20? If not, I'll do another 5 just for the sake of it. Just to say thanks as well, so you get an extra one each for all of you for the follows. So that's right, I do, during my fitness streams, if I get follows, I do 5 push-ups per follow. If I get subs, I do burpees and some pull-ups as well. So that's always exciting. My pain or my gains for your pleasure, that's what we're here for. But also feel free to do them with me if you like. You don't have to just let me do all this training on my own. If you guys want to actually train with me, by all means, go for it. Have a bit of fun with it, get amongst it. So that is awesome. I got Mooseabout, I got to raid and run, but I've been trying to raid you for a while, so I'm glad I could catch you online. Dude, Mooseabout, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. That is so good. I absolutely am super grateful for your raid. So thank you so much for actually, yeah, the timing, I guess, worked out. You came and got amongst it, so I appreciate that. Boom, I'm going to hit that up. Following you right back, brother, which is awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Moose Boot, and all the raiders that you brought with you. Mama Moose and all the rest. I'm taking it that some of you are Canadian with Canadian flags and stuff and all the rest of it up in there. I love it. I love it. We've got different people from all around the world tuning into my streams, which is great. I'm actually an Aussie living in California myself, so I've done a little bit of traveling around the way and getting to experience a little bit of the world as we do. I mean, I highly recommend traveling if you can. All manner of Canucks. Awesome. And Minty Undies. That is an awesome name, by the way. Welcome to you as well. That is, I love that name. Minty Undies. That is amazing. Thank you. And the Canadian Army, Captain Canada. Of course. I love it. You guys are amazing. I've actually got to get up and do a trip to Canada. I've been wanting to get up there. Obviously with COVID and stuff, I haven't been able to travel for a little while, but once things settle down a little bit, I will look into planning a trip, because Canada just seems like an awesome place to go visit, so I really want to do that. But yeah, welcome everyone. We're just going to be doing a lower body workout. If you weren't here when I mentioned that, or if you were in the whole hype raid going on while that was happening, we're doing a lower body weight workout today. I usually start up with push-ups and pull-ups, purely because I'm trying to just get my counts for those up again, my average count. So push-ups I'm doing alright with, but pull-ups I need to get back into the swing of it, so I'm pretty much including those as like a warm-up to each of my workouts, even though it's not not lower body. But then we're going to get into some weighted squats, or you guys can do body weight squats, depending on what you guys have at home. Equipment wise, this all started off as a minimal equipment workout, that stuff that you can do at home. I literally started with an ottoman, the thing that goes at the end of your bed that you keep like your blankets and your bedding in, as my bench. I didn't even have like a set of dumbbells when I first begun. It was like mixed weights and stuff, so I was using resistance bands and a whole bunch of different things. So I've slowly been adding things to the repertoire. I've got an actual workbench now, weight bench now, which works. I've got some adjustable dumbbells. I've got additional resistance bands. I've got like door anchors to help with adding different types of exercises into my routine. So we're just slowly and surely adding bits and pieces as we go, just to increase the level of exercise that you can put together right in your own home. So you don't, I mean, by all means, I love the gym and I will be getting back to the gym when I feel it's safe and necessary. But I'll still be doing these at-home workouts because I love it. I love seeing all of you guys. It's always good fun. So I appreciate you all being here, and I appreciate the fact that I can actually do these. Lazy guest, I hate updates. What kind of updates do you mean? What updates? Are you updating your computer? Is that what you mean? Or your phone? Is something happening with your phone that's changing, like missing something around? I mean, updates is very generic there. We need to specify what you mean there, lazy guest. But I'm assuming you mean software updates of some sort. Usually the phone. When people say I hate updates, it's usually a Windows, like a computer Windows update, or a phone update. Because, like, sometimes they haven't got everything mapped out properly and it kind of messes things up. That's what I usually get from that. Alright, so, got some push-ups to do. Anyway, if you guys want to join me, or if you're uncomfortable with doing push-ups and you need some variations, you can literally start off doing push-ups against a wall. So you can just have your hands up against a wall like so, lean into it, and just get the motion down of you doing the exercise itself. Oh, Twitch updates, because it's too long. Oh, okay, so you got to update your Twitch. Yeah, that's fair enough. So you can do these against a wall. If you're feeling a little more confident and you can move on from that, you can progress over to a bench or some sort of flat surface that you can lean on. So then you've got a little bit of more weight leaning into it as you're doing this, as opposed to against the wall where you're standing. And once you've built up from this, you can then build down to the floor. You can start off on your knees, so that way you don't have to start off on your toes like the normal push-ups are. You can start off on your knees and come on down for the push-ups, and then once you're feeling steady and have built your way up, and I don't mean like as in you're going to do that today. If you start at whichever variation I was showing, keep on that and then slowly build up. Then you can get onto your toes and do your normal push-ups. Now you can aim anywhere from between 8 to 15. I'm going to do 25 push-ups because that's just the number I've been aiming for. So I'll be doing 3 sets of 25. Put up my push-up strength for this. I have a push-up stream overdue that I'm going to be doing. It'll be 1,000 push-ups in the one stream. So I'm going to be getting that up. Oh, I seem to have frozen. Why have I frozen? Oh no. What happened to the webcam? I believe my webcam has frozen on itself. What has happened? Is that because of Twitch updates? Lazy Guest was just talking about Twitch updates, and now my camera's gone and pooped itself. Do I need to refresh my webcam? How do I do... Oh, it doesn't even have a refresh option. Let me see. Is it over in... What's happening? Why have you frozen and become unplugged? You're just on a frozen screen there right now. Or at least on mine. If anyone is in the chat can see me... Is the camera actually on and working? Because on my end it's frozen. I just want to make sure it is actually frozen for you guys as well. Hey, Ali Smalls. It is frozen? Okay, awesome. Alright, so I have no idea why it's frozen, But it has just turned itself off for some reason, which is bizarre. Let me have a quick check and see. Yeah, I think it's an issue with that. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just not functioning at all. What if I deactivate and then reactivate it? Ah, here we go. There we go. Fixed her! Bam! It just turned itself off for some reason. I don't know what happened. It's the first time that's happened. I don't know. That was weird. Okay, but it's back. We're back. I'm there. You can see this mug again. It's moving. There he is, Ali's fault. Yeah! Yeah, buddy. There he is. How are you, Ali? Good to see you, as always. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. That's the first time the camera's actually just decided to turn off during a stream, so that was new to me. So I just had to, deactivate and reactivate it. But maybe there's an update for that as well, and I need to update that. But that's alright, we'll do that after the stream. We don't need to do that now. Good, says Ali. Awesome! I'm glad to hear that you are good. It's always good to hear when someone else is good. I appreciate that. Now, I believe I'll say that I am overdue for a 1,000 push-up stream that I will schedule soon, but I did injure my shoulder, so I've delayed that for the time being. So now that I'm building everything back up again and the shoulder isn't as bad, I will work on scheduling that 1,000 push-up stream in. So, slowly building up my count as I go, but 1,000, and I'm gonna try and start with an hour. I showed up and broke the camera. That's what you do, Ellie Smalls. You're simply electrifying. The energy that just comes off from you just short-circuited my camera. That's what it did. It was just like... You're like Thor. Just full of electricity and awesomeness. That's what it is. I like it. My camera just needed to prepare itself. It wasn't ready. But it is now, so it's okay. We are back. We are back. I need to add +3 to lightning resistance on my camera. Maybe that's what the next update is. Right? Oh, that was pretty funny. Oh, that was pretty good. Just on the fly, just going with that. Nice. What do you mean that was pretty funny? It's true. It is totally true. Lala Warrior Mum. Glad you like that as well. That's what I'm here for. Entertaining, educating, and having a laugh and a good time. That's what we're here for, right? How many have I done? Was that 3 sets or 2 sets? I've lost count of how many push-ups I've done now. You know what? I think it's 2 sets. We're going to do another one anyway. If you ever doubt yourself as to if you've done one less or one too many, always do an extra one. Just in case. Because it'll always benefit you to do that little bit more as opposed to cheating and doing a little bit less. Unless you're sore and you've injured yourself. In which case, yes, stop. But if you're not actually, like, injured or, like, in pain, by all means, go with the extra set option. Just because you can. But like I said, if you're sore, or you're in pain, or potentially injured, then immediately stop. Alright. By the way, any of you guys interested in trivia? I've started hosting trivia nights again. Every Friday night at 6:30 PM PDT, so that's California time. So I'll be doing that again tomorrow night if anyone is interested. We'll do 4 fun rounds, very easy to do. All you need is 1, this Twitch stream, and then 2, like a mobile phone or another tab to enter your answers in. It's all super easy and convenient, and we get to hang out, learn some cool fun facts. There's multiple choice, picture rounds, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So if that is something you're interested in, by all means, you can get more information and bonus questions ahead of time. That's right, so you can actually... I let you use Google ahead of time, because I'm putting these bonus questions in Discord. In my Discord. So you can get a few extra bonus points just by being on my Discord channel and seeing the Trivia Talk channel that's in there. All you do is just join that channel, click thumbs up on the rules, and that'll open the rest of the wonderful world of the People's Discord. That's right, TPD, the People's Dwarf, the People's Discord. That's how I went with it, because I thought it was cool. And it's just a nice small little community that I've started to build, so slow and steady we'll get up there. We're building it slowly, there's some good people in there, good fun. We have game talk, we have anime talk, we have trivia talk, fitness talk, there's puns, there's motivational quotes, there's photo memes, video memes, all that fun stuff in there. So, by all means. And you guys can share stuff in there as well. General chat, all that fun stuff. But, now is the time to set up the phone camera for the pull-ups. So, I'm gonna go quickly put this in nice and quick. I'm gonna set up. And then we go ahead and open up the phone camera app, so the secondary additional camera we'll have on. Let me just double check that it is working, and I've got to also move the exercises because they're going to be in the way otherwise. So we'll slide them over to the side, and voila! We have a second camera. Just like that. So yeah, we're going to do pull-ups now, so I'm just doing this as a warm-up. Again, I'm working on increasing my pull-ups. Oh, sorry, what did I saw? ER or PR? Sorry, Alice Smalls. I missed that comment. What was the ER or PR in relevance to? My apologies, I only just saw that comment now. ER or PR? Was that when we were talking about electrifying and all that kind of stuff, or was it something else? I forget. I forget. Yes. So, I'll pull up Leipzig to the door frame here. Let's go. We're trying to get 10 out. Try to. I'm going to get 10 out. In one sitting once again. I think we got 2 sets of 10 last time without touching the ground. Building up again to try and do this without my feet touching the ground. I think by the 3rd set, last time, I had to do some starting from the ground, which was in between. Oh! yes. Oh, okay, so the ER or the PR. So, what, personal record and then ER as in emergency room? Is that what your 2 ER PRs meant? Personal record? That's what I'm going with. But yeah. When I was talking about doing another rep. That makes sense now. I get you. You got it? Yes! Woohoo! Alright, I got it, so that deserves a bit of a... Awesome stuff. Alright, I like it, Ali. I like it. Good stuff. Alright, wow, I'm getting warmed up. Smashing out those push-ups are really getting me into it. Even though we're doing lower body today. I'm already feeling it in my upper body, but that's good. Like I said, I'm getting my push-ups and pull-up count back to something that I'm comfortable and happy with, so I can build up from there. Because it dropped off a little due to my shoulder being injured, so wasn't able to exercise, which means I've dropped a little bit, but that's cool. That's alright, we're back into it. As long as you got the mindset to get back into things again, that is all you need. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's pretty much my life motto. There's a will, there's a way. As you're willing, you can find a way. Alright, set number 2. Let's go. Slipping on that one. It's the grip as well. It's the slight rubber grip and the smaller fingers, so it makes it slightly harder to grip. So I can't get a full all the way around grip because of the padding in there. So I'll get a grip that's kind of like, where's the camera's there? So it's kind of like there, so I've still got this gap here. So I'm like, works your forearms really well though, don't get me wrong. But yeah, the extra wider foam grip, as comfortable as it is, it means that I can't get that full 100% grip around. So it's a little bit tricky. That just means forearms get a bit more work. So it's not only my back that I'm working for this, forearms, boom. That's why I try and whenever I'm doing weights and stuff, dumbbells, barbell, all that kind of stuff, I try and use a thinner barbell. Still obviously a stronger one, but a thinner one, so it allows me to get full grip so I can literally go max. Max power! That's what we want. Max power. Otherwise, yeah, especially for deadlifts, that's the one I really struggle with. Because literally if I can't hold the bar properly like that, it's just the weight, gravity is just gonna make the bar slip. So I've actually got wrist straps that help me hold a deadlift bar, so then I can actually do a relatively decent weight and progress from there. But yeah, those wrist straps are a really good investment if you don't have any. You struggle with grip. If you look into some proper ones, do some research as well as to which ones work really well, how to use them properly, because you don't want to further damage your actual wrists or your hands. Alright, so this is the third set. I'll try and do as many as I can without touching, and then we'll finish off starting from the ground, which is okay. We still want to get 10 of these bad boys out. So as long as we still get 10. 4, I think it's 7. Alright, so we got to 7. That's alright. Reset to the ground. 8. 9. I feel like 10. Ah, there we go. Done. With the upper body stuff. Oof. Wowzers. Alright. With that done now, bring the phone back over. Little cat cam is up there now. Put the exercises back where they belong. Lock that in place. Happy days, and we're back to normal. Alright, now we begin with our lower body session of the workout. So we have weighted squats. You guys don't have to use weights for this. You can do normal body weight squats if you like, whatever's comfortable for you. So the way it works, you kind of want to have your legs at least shoulder width apart. You can go a little bit wider, but shoulder width apart is a good start. A slight point out away from each foot with your toes. You don't have to go full 45 degree, but maybe like, I don't know, 10, 20, depending on which way it is. And for body weight stuff, you can just literally come down as if you're having a seat on a bench behind you. I'm going to demonstrate. Here's a bench I prepared earlier. Pretty much. Now, oh, hang on, if I do it. How's the camera set up for that? That should work where it is. Alright, so pretty much for a squat, you want to come down, sit on the stool, up again, up forward. So that's pretty much the motion you want to do, as if you're sitting down on a chair, like that. Alright? Squeezing through, pushing through the heels of your feet, not the balls of your feet. You don't want to lean too far forward for this one. Lazy guess. Jay, do you think I deserve a yay for completing my first week of work? I'll definitely give you a yay, but you haven't done it yet. You got one more, right? You've got tomorrow. So, you've got one more day to finish, man, and then I can give you a yay. I can give you the kids yeah. I can give you all the sound effects, mate. All the sound effects to congratulate you on finishing your very first week of work, mate. Very first week of work, which is very exciting. So yeah, if you want to do weighted squats, you can just do body weight ones. I like having my arms down and doing this. So bringing them up as I go down. I just like this because it helps me control it. But you can do like arms like that. You can do prisoner squats, hand behind the head, whatever you feel like it. Just make sure when you are coming down, it feels like you're sitting. Keep your knees behind your toes, so don't be leaning forward because then you're leaning too much on the balls of your feet. And then go from there. Aim for anywhere between 8 to 15 reps again. I've got my dumbbells slightly off screen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have these up above me like this, as if it's a barbell. I'm going to come down for my squat. Hold these here. Now, depending on how this set goes, I can probably just rest them actually on my shoulders too to help, since they're not overly heavy. It's been a while since I've done weighted leg exercises, so tomorrow will be an interesting day. As always, whenever you do weighted or even just leg day, if it's been a while, just be prepared for the reaction tomorrow. Following day, or maybe the second day as well, 2 days after. Same with any training, really. But legs are the things that carry you everywhere. Unless you're someone like some sort of circus trained individual that can walk around everywhere on your hands, in which case, leg day, that's fine. You can give your legs a rest and just walk around everywhere on your hands. That's totally cool. I, however, can only maybe walk, I don't know, 5 to 10 meters on my hands. Maybe 5 meters, actually. Maybe not even that. 3 meters. 3 to 5 meters. So that's really not going to help me at all. I still need to use my legs. But yeah, walking on your hands is pretty fun, if you can manage to master that. Handstands, walking on your hands, it's a bit of fun. Alright, so, again, if you guys haven't warmed up either, it's always good to do a little bit of a stretch beforehand. I usually do it just before I start my stream because I don't like stretching too much during my stream. It takes a little bit of time and it's not as entertaining. Lala worry mum, I'd be dead if I had to use my hands to walk. I mean, yeah, that would be definitely interesting. It's a whole new and unfamiliar territory of trying to walk on your hands instead of your legs. I think we take our legs for granted until we attempt to, you know, walk in someone else's shoes per se. But in this case, you're walking in someone else's body part, or you're walking in a different body part to see what it's like. So then the next set, I can have the weights down here. So I'm just showing you variations of where you can hold your dumbbells. You can have it by your side. I have them slightly in front so I don't hit my knee. I think dumbbell slightly hits my knee when I come down just because of the length of my arms and how my body is. So I have a slight twist with the wrist there. If you guys want to see how it looks side on view of what I'm doing, looks like this. So we're going down like that. I'll do the third set facing that way, so then you get a full set, realizing and how I'm doing it with these particular weights. But yes, I do admire those people that can walk on their hands. I think there was I forget what it was. I don't know if it's a Guinness World Record or something, but like there is a Guinness World Record of like the furthest distance someone's walked on their hands, and it's something like, I believe it's something crazy, like really, really far. What is it? World record for hand walking. What is it? Yes, Guinness World Record for walking on your hands. Furthest distance in 8 hours was set by Sarah Chapman in the UK, who walked 5,000 meters. That's 5 kilometers. That's 5 kilometers. She walked 5 kilometers on her hands. Guys, everyone, mates, what is going on? Girls, everyone, that is insane. 5 kilometers, 5,000 meters on your hands. I can do like 3 to 5. That's like 1,000,000 times more. I mean, I didn't do the math. I just exaggerated that. I don't know exactly how many times more. Maybe it's 1,000,000. But that's crazy. 5 kilometers of walking on your hands. What even is the practice for that? How do you build up to that? Do you just like, I don't know, you know how like when you start going for walks outside, you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna go for a walk around the block on my hands. Like, dude, respect. That is amazing. Ah yes, side on view for you guys. Third set. Yeah, 5 kilometers walking on your hands. That is crazy impressive. That is like, I love when you look up different world records. I don't know if you guys have done this or did this in the past or whatever, but I used to like going to the library and reading the Guinness World Record books and all the different years and all the rest of it. And I bought some of them as well over the years. And I used to just love seeing the different kinds of world records that there are in there. And some of them are absolutely amazing. And then some of them are just like super random and wonder how they became a record. And like, you think, wait, can I beat this one? Like eating a certain amount of food or something, or like a part of something in a minute, or especially the timed ones. The timed ones are interesting. So like, that's always interesting. Yeah, that's some motivation, right? Like, I'm just trying to get back up to doing like a 5K walk and then mixing it up with my bike riding. But that's on my that's using my legs, not walking on my hands, setting up for a 5K. That's impressive. I might look into the person's name and see if they've got like, I don't know, like an interview they had and they explained what their training regime was, because that would be like impressive to learn, I feel. I'm going to be pretty impressive to learn. Alright, so that was third set. We're done with weighted squats. So now we're moving on to Bulgarian split squats. So these are a really good... It's kind of like doing... It's very similar to a lunge. So I don't know if you're not familiar with a lunge. A lunge is when you step out with one leg, you drop the back knee just before it hits the ground, so you don't let it hit the ground, and then you push up and back again. And then you lean forward with the other leg. Same thing, but other side. And that's a lunge. Now, this one can get a little bit tricky depending on how your knees are, how your balance is, and that kind of thing. So, doing a Bulgarian split squat, which was an exercise recommended to me by someone in the stream, I believe it was Jalen. Hasn't been here for a little while, but a regular tuna eater, is that what I'm calling you as a tuna eaters? Is you tune in? He recommended this, so I added it to my leg workouts because I really enjoy it. It's a really good, stable exercise. It puts way less stress on your knees and your joints, and it still allows you to work what you need to work. So, what it involves is it has one leg up on like a bench or a couch or a stool or something behind you, while you've got your other leg out in front of you. You can have your hand on your hips, you can have them out to keep yourself balanced. It is a bit tricky to balance first, so maybe have your arms out or have something near that you can hold on to for balance. And then you just drop the leg in front, and then you push up with it. So drop, push up, drop, push up, drop, push up. And then once you've got the balance down, you can bring your hands in, you can hug yourself like this, keep yourself steady and centered. But this is like a really good Bulgarian split squat. It's a really good alternative to lunges. And you can also add weight to it as well, which I will do for the next set. But I'm just showing you how it works. For first timers that may not have seen this before. So you switch legs, and you're on the other side now. So once you got comfortable and you're balanced, come down like that. You're bending your front leg down. The back leg comes down as well with you as you lower. And you push up with your front leg again. So you gotta make sure you do both sides with this one. Even. Alright. And that is set number 1 of Bulgarian split squats. But yeah, right, that's some motivation. I actually know some friends that are in the Guinness World Records, by the way, for doing some crazy stunts, like sword swallowing and a whole bunch of other things. I want to try and get in one for like, I've always seen like, because I'm really good at doing push-ups. So I want to try and get in to one for potentially a push-up challenge. Like however many push-ups in like a minute. But the ones that they have are more like in an hour or something like that. So they're like a lot more spaced out as opposed to speed trials. So, but also the way to apply it for world records with the Guinness World Records is that you actually like give them ideas and suggestions, and you say, hey, I have a world record idea, and you tell them what it is, you explain how you do it, and how it's monitored and stuff, and then if they are like, hey, that's pretty good, we can come and send someone out and monitor it, and then they send you the guidelines of what you need to do. It needs to be filmed, you need to have a witness or two, it needs to be like verified by someone, so sometimes they send out a person to watch you do it. Other times you can video record it and send it in with evidence of other people there saying that they verified it. But yeah, they're actually you can actually put in recommendations of world records if you want to try and go for one. Upper body strength has never been my friend. It kicks my butt every time. Ironically, your upper body kicks your lower body. So that's an interesting thing, because I thought your lower body would be kicking your upper body, because that's where the legs are, the lower body. If anything, the upper body would be punching, or like slapping, or backhanding, or, you know, haymakering, whatever. your butt every time. But I get what you mean. I know, figure of speech. But upper body strength has never been my friend. It kicks my butt every time. That's okay. You don't need to have crazy upper body strength anyway. You can always like do exercises to help build upper body strength. But like everyone doesn't need to have crazy strength all over the place. Just enough to do what you need to do and keep yourself in a good, healthy position with your lifestyle. That's what you need. As long as you're relatively fit, healthy, and you've got some strength in there, because the beautiful thing about the muscles in your body is that it helps protect everything else. It protects your bones, your joints, so you're less prone to injury. You have more energy. You can like go further and do more things and not feel as exhausted and sore and achy and all the rest of it afterwards. So that's the reason why I train. It's not just to be like, yeah, I want to get big and massive and flex my muscles and impress people or whatever. No, it's literally for like mainly for health reasons. Literally, as a dwarf little person, my bones are slightly weaker and more prone to injury than your average height person. So me training, I've actually had doctors tell me this. Me training and building muscle to protect the bones is actually giving me a better chance and longevity of life. So it's not just to feel great and look great or have more energy and be able to lift things or carry things and do different outdoor activities and all the rest of it. It's also for personal health reasons. So that's what I mean. Like, everyone's own personal reasons and health and fitness goals are their own, and it's great if they can just do something that helps them. Yeah, dead set. Lala Warrior Mum. Totally. Totally, totally. Oh, I've always had an easy time with lower body, probably just from doing cheerleading, ballet, and then a bit of track and cross. Oh my god, that's awesome! Yeah, definitely. That's right. You did cheerleading, ballet, and track and cross country. Yeah, okay, first off, ballet, like, your toes and feet must be, like, some sort of epic strength, because that stuff is just amazing to me. What else? Cheerleading, that's coordination and super impressive as well. And then track and cross country, of course. So you got your fitness. So yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're killing it. You know exactly what you're doing. You've got that motivation. You've experimented and dabbled into different hobbies and fitness regimes and sports and activities. You're doing well. You're doing great. That stuff right there is really, really good. Really, really good. All right, let's get into the second set. I'm talking too much. I'm meant to have a timer up on screen to prevent me from doing that. And I haven't made that my routine yet, so I keep forgetting to put it back up on screen. Alright. So now I'm doing it with 10-pound dumbbells. So this is going to be a big difference. So again, if you're not used to this exercise yet, stick to body weight until you are, and then slowly add additional weight to it so you can go harder, go stronger, build muscle, build strength. And also try not to have too long of breaks in between each set like I was doing. Whoops. With the dumbbells in this particular set, I've got one more afterwards, and it's not going to be as long of a break. I'll be a little more switched on, Jay. Come on. Be a little more switched on with this. Woo! Sweat towels. Sweat towels, super important. Always super important. Alright, now where is that timer? I know I have it up. Let's have a timer on here. Let's just start it from normal. Oh, wait, no, don't start from there. No, reset. Start from 0. Start from 0. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Alright, what have we got? You can go. I don't need that anymore. But we're definitely going to keep... Oh. OBS is back up. There we go. So now my timer is up on screen, so I can see how much I'm talking for each time I look over at it to see it. And then you guys can go, hey, Jeremy, it's been 1 minute 47 seconds since you've done an exercise. Get back to work. Get back to work. You can talk and train at the same time, right? Those multi-talented people. I believe myself to be one of them. Talk and train at the same time. I should be able to. I just like conversing with people, hence the People's Dwarf. That is why I have that name. It was actually gifted to me by some Australian radio host personalities. So it was a name that was gifted to me by them, and I absolutely loved the name, and I've kept it ever since. So, the People's Dwarf, that's where it came from. Because they were known as the People's Show, and I kept making regular appearances on their show. Thus, I was dubbed or knighted the People's Dwarf. Not as long as a break this time, and I am definitely feeling it. Which is good. You don't want to have too long of a break between each of your sets as well. because you want to keep your training with your muscles still warm. You don't want to give them time to cool down again. Come on. It's the second leg. It's not like a favorite leg or anything, but it's always the second one, regardless of which side it is. It's always harder. Maybe it's just the body. It's the old, like, dragging it out, the exercise. It just takes longer. Holding the weights for a longer period of time. That kind of thing. But yeah, so that is now our second lower body exercise done. Which is good. So now we're doing, what's next? We have hip thrusts. Alright, so this one's bringing us down to the floor. Nice and easy for this one. If you've got a bench, couch, something you can lean back on, you're going to be leaning back in a seated position with your legs bent, and you're just going to be pushing your butt or your hips up off the floor. Now this one you can do just body weight again, or you can add weight onto it as well, whatever's comfortable for you. I highly recommend just starting off with body weight and going from there. This charger cable is so sensitive. You've got my devices charging, and any sort of like slight knock or even like a breeze will just pass by the charger cable, and it like triggers it and resets it and gets all like upset. And it's like, hey, why are you doing that? I'm like, dude, just keep charging. That's what your job's for. You're there to charge my device. Alright. So, oh, also good to get your towel if you're a little bit sweaty. You don't want to like drip all over whatever bench place you're using. To set the towel down like so. So I'm gonna actually I'm gonna be slightly off the mat with my feet because the mat slides because I'm using my feet. So you can see I have a slight bend in my knees. I've got about a 45-degree angle with my back and upper body, and we're just pushing through with our hips and down again, just thrusting up and down, squeezing through with your butt muscles. What do you want for this one? And all controlled as well. Don't race through this. Feel the exercise and the muscles as you're using them, as you push up, as you retract. This is good for your butt and your lower back. And again, as I mentioned, I can show you a variation with having like a weight across the front of the bottom of your tummy. So that way you can add a little bit of resistance to it if you like. Usually people do this with, you'll see them at the gym and they've got the barbell with the padded area in it, or they've got a towel underneath it wrapped around the barbell, the weight's on either side, and it's just balance centered, so when they're pushing up the barbell. I don't have a barbell, so like it's a little bit different to use, but I could use a kettlebell, I could use just a smaller dumbbell, and that way that keeps it steady and in place. So that's what this exercise is for. For the hip thrusts, so using a kettlebell, a little bit trickier to use, but because it kind of requires holding it in place, which is fine. Once you get into position, you have it set up on your lower stomach, and then you just thrust through. You're just pushing up, again, through your butt, keeping your lower back angled, like a 45-degree angle there, pushing through. Weight on the side, however you want to keep it steady. Try not to lift the weight with your arm, just keep it still, so you're getting the actual push through your hips. Lift it off when you're done. But yeah, much easier if you have a barbell. Just to lay out across, it keeps itself pretty much steady, usually with the weight plates on the end. It's pretty much like set up for you, so when you're sitting down, it's already resting on the ground, so all you do is pick it up and then lower it. You don't have to worry about it staying still or swaying and all the rest of it. It's a lot easier to control than using an actual dumbbell, kettlebell, or whatever like this. So again, if you are trying it with an additional weight that you don't have a barbell for, just be careful, start off light and find the happy, sweet spot that allows you to do it comfortably without throwing your form and technique off. Ooh, what have we got going on now? Oh, we're near the end of this playlist. I've got some other one. I've had like the Avatar or Avatar: Last Airbender and Legend of Korra in my mind, and I'm just like, I feel like I need their music in my life right now. It's such a great two beautiful shows and just amazing music. If you haven't seen them, I believe they're still on Netflix and even Amazon Prime if you have one or the other. So you can definitely check them out. But it's just amazing, amazing music. Here we go. Oh, yeah, the soundtrack there. Boom. Let's get this one up. So that's what we're going with here. But yeah, that's the tunes I got back in here. But obviously I can't play this on the stream because copyright stuff and all the rest of it. But I can listen to it personally on YouTube. We want to restart that one. And we also want to make the quality super low, just because we don't care about the actual video. We just want the music. Alright. So, too long. That's alright. I was updating my music, so I forgive myself. Alright. Again. Push through your hips. Keep the weight on the lower part of your stomach, so that's where you're pushing through. Yeah, I wish these kind of exercises and like squats and a few other things, I wish I had a barbell. It might be the next thing I invest in, maybe. But then, problem with getting a barbell is I need to buy so many variations of additional weight plates. Oh, Focus! Focus, what is going on? Where have you disappeared to? Focus, come on. Come back to me. Come back to me. What's going on? I have to go in and play with your settings. Why are you being weird with said Focus? Come on. You've disappeared. Where's the settings? Are they on this side? No, they're not. Where have you disappeared to? Settings? Why is the focus all blurred? Give the power of focus. I know. What's going on? Why is the focus suddenly got all weird? I may have to give it a bit of a slap upside the head. Come on. Focus on me. Follow my hand. Follow the hand. Oh, no, it's struggling there. Come on. Come on. Auto. 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 Yes! We're back. Come on, Cameron. What's up with you, man? 2 issues today? 2? Come on. Don't make it a third. I know all good things come in 3s, but at the moment, these are not good things. So let's make it a third. Alright, so we've got squats with a knee now. So this is all body weight. Pure body weight exercise, this one. So this one, I like, it works a bit of... push your obliques as well. So it's for as well as your butt. So that's why I like doing this one. It's also an easy one that you can do without having to need any equipment whatsoever. But yes, I'm glad the focus is back. It's probably because it's usually because of the light that comes through the window. So that's why I've got the divider up there to try and filter some of it out. So I'm not some weird, glowing, messed up halo thing here. But yes, that's usually what throws it off. Alright, so squats with a knee. It goes like this. So similar to exactly the same as your squat position earlier if you were doing it, except we're not going to have any weights whatsoever. This is purely body weight squats only. So I like having my hands like this for this one because the reason why is I'll explain. So as you come down for the squat, you're then going to come up, lean to one side, and lift a knee up. Now the reason why I have that here is that I picture having someone's head and just kneeing them right there, or grabbing someone's shoulder and then boom, kneeing them in the stomach or whatever. And that's because it's from my martial arts training that I did for years. It's just the motion that I have in there, and it also kind of helps with the balance because I know with the motion what I'm doing, you're kneeing and then down. I mean, you can imagine that you're just kneeing like a ball or something in your hand, or like you've got one of the question mark blocks for Mario, and you're just kneeing it and getting a 1-up every time. You can totally imagine whatever you like, but this is the motion that I have to help with the control. So the reason why we do this is that it's an extra bit of balance. When you come up on one leg, you're crunching your oblique muscles as you come in, and then you go down again. So you're working lower body. It's a little bit of something extra. Gets the heart rate up, or keeps the heart rate up as we progress through. Now, I've also lost count, so I'm just going to keep going for a little while until I deem that I've done enough. But I usually try and aim for about 10 to 12 on each side. You can aim for whatever's comfortable for you. Oh, little Farfadet, hello there, welcome. That is 5 push-ups I owe you for that wonderful follow, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you here. My name is Jeremy, aka the People's Dwarf. We are doing an at-home workout. That's right, I do at-home workout streams, game streams on both PS4 and PC, and trivia streams as well every Friday, 6:30 PM PDT time, which is tomorrow for those playing at home. But yes, for that follow, it's 5 push-ups for you as a thank you. That's right, my pain for your pleasure. Boom. Extra 5 push-ups there. So thank you so much for being here, little Farfadet. I appreciate you. Also, for those interested in the trivia that I do on Friday nights, you can get more information on my Discord channel there, my Discord server. What you have to do is open that link, go to the rules page, click the thumbs up to confirm that you've read said rules, and everything else will open. There's a whole bunch of variety of different channels in there for chatting and engaging with one another. There's fitness talk, there's trivia talk, there's game talk, anime talk, there's motivational quotes, puns, memes, all the fun stuff in there. But for the trivia stuff, for those who are actually on my Discord channel, they get a bonus purely because I put sample questions that are going to be up for the next week's, for the coming week's trivia, which means you guys get a head start. You get to know what a couple of questions are ahead of time, which means you pretty much got yourselves 3 points when the trivia starts on Friday night. So that's the beauty of joining the Discord server, is that if you're into the trivia that I'm going to be hosting on Friday nights, then you'll get a heads up on a couple of the questions, which will earn you, I guess, 3 bonus points, because you'll know them ahead of time, as opposed to having to think fast during the actual trivia itself. But for now, we're back down for squats with a knee. Again, working the lower body. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. It's also good to keep on that Discord server because you'll know when I go live, my stream announcements, what streams are coming up. Just a nice little community that I'm building of like-minded people. 12 and 12. Alright, I said number 2 for squats with a knee. How's it feeling, right? We're getting that crunch in on the obliques on the side. We're not finished with that either. We're going to do some side bends as well as we get towards the end of the workout, where we do focus on our core. So whether it's lower back, sides, or abs. That's what we're doing, but we always save that to the end of the workout because you use your core for everything while you're training. It helps keep you steady, it helps keep you focused, in place. Keeps you steady while you use and do the appropriate exercises properly without swaying and swinging and being all over the place and potentially injuring yourself. So it's good to have that locked in and on from the start. Whereas I find if you train abs or core at the start and then try and do that stuff, it's so much harder to keep steady because you've tired it out. you've like worked your course, so it's like, all right, I'm done now, Jeremy. You're like, no, we've still got an exercise to do. So that's why we do the old switcheroo. Put it at the end. Put it at the end. Alright, third set. Third set, so squats with a knee. And then we've got, what do we got after that? Flutter kick. So we're going to be using the bench or the mat on the floor for this next exercise. So again, minimal equipment using here. Haven't even used the bench actually yet, to be honest. It's just there to hold my weights. I will be using it for the hyper extensions and the flutter kicks. But you don't actually need it for that. You can use the floor. As long as you've got a mat or a towel that you can lay down, you can do that. I mean, you don't even need to do that. It's just for additional comfort. 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 2 more on each side, 11, 11, and 12, and 12. Also, if you guys, for those who are new here as well, there's channel point redemption things you can do as well to engage with me and the stream. So there's fun ones in there for when I play scary games. I've reduced all the scary noise ones. That way you can try and make me jump while I'm playing a scary game. And if you do, I have to drink, because I usually have a beverage or something while I'm gaming. Not obviously while I'm training. That's not what we do. So it's a bit of a fun game that viewers have enjoyed using. Yes, stretching. Alright, well there we go. Lala Warrior Mum right there. Cashing in a stretch. So since we just worked a little bit of obliques, maybe a good stretch to either side will be good here. You can do the leg stretch as well. Back to us to slide. This is what you're training legs. So again, like that, you can make me stretch, you can make me have a drink, hydrate, maybe do push-ups, pull-ups. If there's exercises in there you can make me do for cashing in points. I believe there's stuff in there. Have I added the one about removing a word from my vocabulary for like 5 or 10 minutes? There's that one in, I think there's that one in there. So depending on if you're a regular viewer and you know certain words that I use a lot, you can be like, boom, take that word out for 10 minutes. Have fun explaining the next exercise. I like those ones. I like, especially with other health and fitness streamers, it's really a fun one, especially when they're explaining or instructing or demonstrating particular exercises, especially focused on a certain area. The one that particularly comes to mind was Yoga with Jen, if anyone here knows Yoga with Jen. She's part of the Twitch health and fitness community. She obviously does yoga, hence the name. And one of her viewers, while I was there watching as well, cashed in that redemption, and she wasn't able to use the word arm. Or was it hands? Arm or hands? I forget which one it was. I think it was arm. So anytime she was explaining which yoga position to get into, she had to keep coming up with different words to explain arm, and it was just hilarious. So like, it was just another little fun aspect and entertaining element that added to the stream, and I really like that. I think it's a really cool thing to try and make people think outside the box to add to their stream. So yeah, there's that one. Alright, so we have done squats with the knee. We now want to flutter kick. So I'm going to move the dumbbells back into their position over here. Now I'm going to use the bench for this, but you guys can use the floor as well. And the way this works is like, picture yourself as if you're swimming. As if you're swimming, this is your body here, so your legs down here, and you're just going to be kicking. And you're going to have your legs straight, your toes pointed, and what it works is that you're going to be working, this was to follow the rest of your body up. Obviously these are my arms, but if these were your legs, it works, again, lower back and your butt. So that's what we're going to be working with this exercise. So, I'll slide the mat out of the way so you can see how it works. Oops. Hey, the bench. Maybe I'll just pick it up. How's that? That should work for what I need it for. Okay, you can put a towel down as well. But you can do this on the floor, you don't have to do it on the bench. I just like the additional part of the bench because it allows a little bit to go past, obviously, that flat area. But also, I just realized I've got to go make sure that the channel point redemption stuff has been redeemed in the request queue. So thank you very much, Lala Warrior Mum, for that. I have redeemed your points, so they are now crossed off. But yeah, so like I said, there's a whole bunch of ones in there. There's sound alerts you can use, there's different exercises you can get me to do. For the game streams, you can guide the game depending on what game I'm playing. There's the naming something one. You've got, you can make me not curse, ban an in-game action, in real life word ban. That's the one I was talking about, in real life word ban. So you can do stuff like that, which is great stuff. And there's all different variations. There's a game selection one, so you pick a game, and also going shirtless for when I'm training. So there's an option with that as well. So there's a variety of different channel point redemption things you can do, which is all a bit of fun. But for this exercise, you can do this lying down on the ground as well. I just prefer it on a bench because it allows a little feet as I'm doing this exercise. So the way you want it is you want it slightly right in the waist, right near the end of the bench. So pretty much your legs are right along the end. Just for this, so you can go a little bit further down. Pretty much hug the bench, keep yourself steady, and flutter kicks. So point your toes out behind you, as you can see what mine are, and just flutter kicks. And you'll feel it in your lower back and your butt. You'll be squeezing it there, literally like you're just kicking in a pool, or the beach, or wherever you go swimming. Maybe in the bath, if you've got a really large bath. My toes are cramping up, so be mindful of that. Stretch your toes, don't have a cramp in your toes while you're doing this. This is a good, again, body weight workout, one you can just do at home to help train and work on those butt muscles. Now I usually aim for about 25 on each side. You can go less, you can go more, whatever's comfortable for you. But again, you can also do this on the floor. It just means you'll be doing it starting from flat and kicking up, as opposed to being able to go a little bit further with range, like if you were in a pool. Lala Warrior Mum, sure thing, buddy. Appreciate that. So I did see you put that up when I mentioned about your channel point redemption stuff. Love the emotes, by the way. That's something I need to do. I need to add some emotes to my streams for my subs as well. I need to get some cool emotes together, design some, because there are so many cool different emotes out there that I like. Also, that I see on other people's streams. So having cool emotes is also a good fun thing that people can use on other people's streams. Spread the emote love. Alright, set number 2. Let's get back into it. Try not to break too long. Like I said, hug your bench, keep everything steady. Slightly off the bench. Pretty much where your hips and waist begin. Like you're swimming in kicking in a swimming pool. And I'll tell you, this weather in Cali that we've got now, this will be something I'll be doing very soon. Benji's making creaky noises. Does it need some oil? First, you don't normally creak. You need some oil, mate. It's making a bit of a creaky noise. That's alright. But yeah, flutter kicks. We're near the end of the workouts. This is a lower body weight, lower body workout. If you have any questions about any of the exercises whatsoever, or you want to ask me about alternative versions and stuff, by all means hit me up in the chat. I'll do my best to answer them. But if I can't do that, I can definitely refer you to people who can also help you out as well. It really is. I always love to see everyone's emotes. No one has the same thing or the same artist I use. Yeah, it is. There's always so much variety. So there's so much available and different ideas and concepts and uniqueness about each of the emotes. I totally agree, Lala Warrior Mum. I totally agree. So that's why I need to make some that are my own. So then that way my little emotes can fly out into the world of Twitch. Spread the emote joy that I wish to spread for everyone. Alright, Bench, stay still. Stop being cranky. Alright, and here we go. Last set. I think I did 30 in the last set, by the way, instead of 25, so like I said, whatever's comfortable for you. Want to do 30 again? Definitely feel it on the third set. You may think, I'm not really feeling this that much when you do in the first set. Definitely get up to a little bit, and then by the third set, oh boy, you will be feeling it. Yes, I should totally do it. You are correct. Lala Warrior Mum, I will. I shall. It is on the to-do list for my Twitch stuff to make these streams a little bit more enjoyable for everyone. Slowly and surely just adding bits and pieces to make this better. Like, I was just recently with my Discord server, I've recently just started adding different channel redemption point ideas and stuff as well, so slowly and surely just adding bits and pieces as I go and progress, just to increase the engagement and the fun and activity for everyone that tunes in. So that's what it's all there for. Alright, so third set is done, slides are still out of the way. We can put the bench back. Another thing I love about this bench that I found, $85 by the way. Super light. Super light, which is great for someone like me. I think it actually hold up to about £300 anyway, which is great, so that's good for adults as well. But I know some, like weight benches for example, and depending on how heavy you're lifting as well, if you're adding like full dumbbells and barbells and stuff to it, obviously that's when you need to get heavier stuff. But because I know I'm only using up to 25-pound dumbbells plus my own body weight, I'm not exceeding anywhere near that. So I'm all good with that. That works for me. So you gotta find what works for you. Now, this next one is side bend. So as I was doing before, what we're gonna do is this particular one, we're gonna use resistance bands. I think we can use the resistance band for this. I had the idea earlier. I was gonna do dumbbells, but I also haven't done any resistance band stuff yet. So let's see if this works. So I just have a random resistance band here. If you have one of these or something like this is great. You can do a similar thing. If not, you can just hold whatever you want in your hand. So to add some additional weight for you. Now I think this is going to work the way I want it to. It'll depend on how it feels when I do it. So I'm just going to lean to one side, which it lowers one side, but it helps pull up the other. So that's where the resistance is coming in. Is when I lean, it's helping with the other one that's pulling up. So you keep your arms by your side, lock them in place. Don't pull your arms up with it, just do the lean and just be holding the resistance band so you feel it and it pulls up with your arm. So don't be doing this, don't be pulling it up manually. Just see how I'm leaning and my arm is staying by my side. That's what you want for this. So you just want to lean the side bend for this. I forget how many I'm doing, maybe I'll do 15, I think I'm 14, and now 15, and then switch sides. Like I said, you can hold anything in your arms on the side here to add that additional weight for you. You can hold dumbbells, a drink bottle, kettlebells, milk jug, a toy, something that's weighted, just anything, and do this. Or you can just do this with body weight. Just get that nice lean on, it's good for a stretch. And 15 each side. And this is working your obliques, sides of your core, your abs. Alright, so that's with the resistance band. Again, like I said, you can just do it with like dumbbells or something in your sides, so then that way you're holding it steady in your hands, or you can just do it freehand and then just do the side bend either side. So you're still doing it with body weight, and you'll be working a little bit using gravity to be going down and up. You can also do this on a bench actually. I haven't tested it on the bench to do yet. I've done hyper extensions. Actually, you know what? Third set. You've inspired me. Third set. I'm gonna see if I can lock my legs in and do the side version here. I know I can do hyper extensions on this, but I wonder if I can get my legs in place enough to lock in place enough to do it. I can set up the bench for that exercise. Let's lower you down. Another thing I love about this bench, it goes into decline. That is super important to me. Because one, I love decline bench press. Two, I love the fact that I can do hyper extensions and abs on this bad boy. So that also helps. I want to see if this I can actually get into position for this one. So the side bends would be, it just depends on how long my legs are when they're up on the side. It may or may not work. If I lock them in place. I think it's going to be a little bit tricky. Maybe if I do it that way. Depends on the... Now we're going to do this. And then come up like so. Okay, I can do a little bit. I guess this works. Oh wow, yeah, you can really feel that there. It's just more positioning the legs while I do this, because I can't get them both under the one, which is fine. Might do that for the third set. We'll finish with the resistance band for the second set, and then third set I'll give those bad boys a try. Getting myself into a comfortable position. And again, if it doesn't seem to work out, I'll immediately stop and go back to doing this instead. Because, like I said, when you're doing exercises, make sure that you can do them properly. The form of technique is correct. Otherwise, don't do them. Find an alternative. Alright, so let's get our lean on. Our side bend is what we're doing. I started the opposite side this time. That's okay. So the resistance band side bends. Again, you can hold a weight or whatever you want to do for this. And you just want to twist from your upper body. Feel that crunch in your oblique muscle as you go down and up again. Feel a stretch on the opposite side of it. And then we do resistance band other side. There we are. So keeping your arms straight for this one, you're just doing the lean. That's what's making the resistance band move and tricky to lift as you go down and then up again. I don't think I'll be able to do 15 when I do it on the bench though. I'll be lucky to do like 5 of each, I reckon. But we'll see how we go. Adding hyper extensions in for that's going to be interesting too. I wonder how my core is going to be at the end of all this. That's okay, we do what we can. Max power is what we're here for. Alright, resistance band done. Go back in your ups. Alright, so let's see how I'm going to manage this. Now, that stays there. Should I twist it? So now I twist it. Hyper extensions. Also, easy adjustable. You can rotate them, put them on different sides. My legs in for this here. I'm going to aim to do, well, side bends on a bench per se. See if this works as well. It'll depend on the length of my legs for this one. If I can't do it, that's fine. If I can, red sauce. But I'm gonna try anyway. So, we lock said leg in. That's the beautiful thing about when I can lock it in on this side. See, the thing is there, it's crossed on that side. I have that one leg there. I don't know if it's gonna work as much. It won't be enough to pull me up. So we'll see. No, I think it's too hard to lock my legs in. But this one, having it face that way. So let's try and spin it the other way. See where it hurts. If I can't do this, that's alright. We're just trialing this. Seeing if it's a variation. It's like the hyperextension machines that they have at the gym, if it's doable there. But they have it where it's starting off, it's a little bit more dipped at the start. This has got a little bit of a longer range, so it may not work for me. It could work for other people that have got your average size legs length. But for someone like me, I'm just seeing if this is an exercise I can add to my repertoire. If I cannot, then we just do the side bends that we were doing with the resistance band or the dumbbells, and we go from there. But let's see how we go. We cross these ones in. What do you think? Cross version? Or do we go one that's not so crossed? I'm trying to see which is the better version of this. Or the underside like that. Oh wow, I can definitely feel this. So we start off there. Seven. Okay, I'm trying to switch sides. We'll get 7 of each. And then I don't know if I'll continue adding this workouts, this particular one. But it's not too bad. Alright. My legs are gonna stay under there. Maybe I'll switch them around again. Alright, that's interesting. Ugh. Interesting variation of the side bend on the bench. So probably a little bit tricky because of the length here. It's kind of hard to get my legs locked in place to keep myself steady while I'm doing this one, so I probably won't continue with that particular exercise, but it was worth giving a shot. If you guys have a bench set up where you can actually lock yourselves in comfortable and flat like that and can do the side bend, by all means, give it a whirl. If not, that's totally fine. You can just do... Actually, I'll leave that because we're going to mark up extensions there. You can just stick with using the resistance bands like I did. Stop. Use the resistance bands like I did, or dumbbells, or just do them standing. That's totally fine. Does the same thing, it's just a different variation. And you have a bit more gravity with the bench as opposed to adding weight when you're doing it standing. Hyperextensions to finish off today's workout. However, oh, is that a follow there? We have a follow there. What is going on? Teesra, hello. Good morning to you. How are you? Good to see you. And we've got Daniel Loves John. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. That earns you 5 push-ups. And you, I mean me. Every new follow gets 5 push-ups. I appreciate that. Welcome. But how you doing, Teesra? I haven't seen you in a while. 5 push-ups there. We are nearing the end of this lower body workout, which is Rad Sauce. Danielle Loves John. It's the real Tight Spots wife. Oh, snap! So you got Twitch. I didn't even know you had Twitch. Hey, love. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see ya. Oh no, Teaser, you're sick. That's not good. I'm sorry to hear you're not well. I hope you get better soon. Is it just like a cold or something, or is it like I hope it's everything. I hope it's not too bad, but yeah, I hope you get better soon, Teaser. That's I'm sorry to hear that. I'm usually not on this early. It's just a cold. Oh, okay. If it's just a cold, that's okay. I mean, you push through and get over that. Hopefully in a day or two, or a couple of days. So I really hope you get better. Danielle Loves John. I made it for her. Oh, okay. So Tight Spot. You've made that for her. Okay, nice. So this is also similar to like an alt account for you. That's kind of cool. All right. So we're finishing off with hyperextensions on a bench. If you don't have a bench, this is fine. You can just do them on the floor. I just like the additional range that this provides me with. So we're going to do hyperextensions. We're going to come up like so, squeezing our lower back as we come up. It's literally like a reverse crunch. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, we got 2 more of that, however, I need to use the restroom, and I will say, it is not good to do core work when you need to use the restroom, so definitely use the restroom when you need to, when you're doing before you do core work, because you don't want to have that pain going on. So I will be right back. Alright, we are back! Welcome back, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Apologies for the delay, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. And especially doing any core work. You do not want a full bladder when you're doing any sort of core work. Like, for real. For real, you do not. Nice, indeed, nice, because you don't want that pressure building, because when you're crunching or doing any sort of hyperextensions, you're extending it, you don't want a full bladder when you're doing that stuff. So, thank you, Teaser. It is good to be back. It is good to be back. So I think you're at home just resting then, Teaser, keeping warm, drinking plenty of fluids, all that fun stuff to make sure that you're gonna get over that cold that you have. Yes, the bladder buster for sure. You definitely don't want a full bladder when you're doing that. So definitely got to keep that in mind and be careful with that. All right. Let's get into our last two exercises of this. So remember, if you're doing these on the ground, you don't have a bench. The way it works is definitely have your hands underneath your chin for this, so you lie flat on the ground, on your stomach, hands under your chin for this, and you curl up like so. It's like a crunch, but it's a reverse crunch. The reason why the hand is under your chin is to support your chin and your neck, and also so you don't come down and smash your chin on the floor. It's there to protect you. So that's the variation you can do on the ground. I'm using the bench, so this is what we're doing. Teaser, yeah, trying. Okay, good. Like I said, plenty of rest, plenty of fluids, keep warm, sweat it out. Maybe even like a hot bath with some steam. That's the way to go. Sweat that bad boy out. Alright, hyperextension set number 2. Let's do it. Workout the core. Finishing off our lower body workout for today with these last 2 sets. Right. That is set number 2. Alright, one more to go. Yeah, I might do that. Could do without the chin smashing. Yes, Caesar, definitely. You do not want no chin smashing. We gotta protect the goods. Cradle our chin. Look at that. Just enough left to finish off today's workout. And then, who have we got? Oh, we got a few. That's right, because I'm a little bit earlier with today's fitness stream. So, there's a few other fitness streamers on still at the moment, which is good. The one I did 2 days ago was at night for me. So, all my usual fitness streamers that are on, they were like, none of them were to be seen. They'd trained earlier. I need that chin for all the talking I do too much of. Exactly, right? That's what I mean. That's the gift of the gab. So, gotta protect the goods. Teaser, I totally get ya. So yes, keep that chin protected when you're doing this. Last set, come on. I've got the Avatar Last Airbender soundtrack playing, and it's like the epic intro music, or when the stuff starts getting really cool. And it just seems really appropriate for the last set of stuff that I'm doing. I just love having that epic music of something that I really like to watch and listen to as the last bit of play music that I use for my stuff. It's the show about nothing. What's it? Wait, what do you mean the show about nothing? What is the show about nothing? Oh, and since we are finished, as always, at the end of a workout, we play this notification, because we did indeed level up. Every time we do a workout, we level up with our own personal goals, our personal health and fitness. Every effort that we make to improve ourselves is a level up. That's what we do right there. Thank you, Teaser. Good game indeed. Again, as I was saying before... Oh, from the show about nothing, Seinfeld. Oh, okay. Wait, what were you referencing Seinfeld? Did I say a quote from Seinfeld? I didn't even mean that. I haven't seen Seinfeld in so long. If I referenced that, I had no idea. Yes, Doritos! Oh, don't tease me like that with those emoticons. Hell of a workout, man. Good job. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me take a bow. But thank you guys so much for being here and keeping me company while I'm doing this. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thanks for all the new followers. Oh, no, but you sounded like Jerry. I get you now. I get you now. Yes. Oh man, I feel like Doritos now too. Tell me about it. So do I. I actually bought a whole bunch the other day. So, what's your favorite Dorito flavors? I'm gonna say right now, nacho cheese. Nacho cheese is the Dorito flavor of choice. You can't beat it. Can't beat nacho cheese. No one's allowed to fight me on it. No one's allowed to even say otherwise. It is nacho cheese. It is ultimate. Nacho cheese is the only Dorito flavor. Yes, Teaser! Exactly! You feel me? You feel me? I like it. I get it. That's what we want. Cool Ranch. Oh, I knew someone was going to come in with Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch is like a second spicy nacho. Lala Warrior Mum. Okay, so you're very similar to my missus. The reason why I say that is because she loves spicy food and spicy chips. I cannot do that. I am weak. I know. I am not good with spicy food. I can do mild is as far as I can go. So yeah, anything spicy, I'm like, that is an immediate no for me. But I totally understand spicy nacho. I get it. But it's just not mine. But yes, Cool Ranch is like a second for me if there's no nacho cheese. Or, I mean, there used to be Cheese Supreme, but I mean, I could be thinking of Australian flavors. I don't know what ones they have here. But, yeah, Cheese Supreme used to be another one. They have Cool Ranch here, which is not too bad. But definitely nacho cheese is the way to go. My missus' haircut looks amazing on her. Thanks! I'll let her know you said that. Yes, she just recently cut her hair. She's now gone from long hair to a nice little bob. So, yeah, it looks great on her. It's done really well. And obviously with this summer weather, it's obviously going to be a lot easier to manage for her, which is great. It's an amazing new look. She can just pretty much do anything to her hair and it looks awesome. So, I don't have any hair to do any of that stuff with. So, I'm like the opposite. She can do whatever she, like, all crazy cool stuff with her hair. I'm like, nah, just, short or shave. That's what I'm doing here. I swear I got more hair on my face than I do on my head right now. It's crazy. They have weird flavors over there. What? Cheese Supreme? That's just like another nacho cheese. To me, that's just awesome. Because here, if they're out of nacho cheese, I then have to go like, oh, Cool Ranch, I'm not a fan of it. Or, oh, there's just spicy ones left. But Cheese Supreme, I'm like, that's almost identical. Because I like Doritos for their cheesiness. So, having Cheese Supreme or nacho cheese, I'm like, both are great. So if one's not there, I'm okay with the other. My daughter loves the sweet chili Doritos. They aren't half bad. Oh, okay. I haven't seen the sweet chili ones yet. I have to give them a go. I've only ever seen spicy ones or like Cool Ranch and nacho cheese. I'll keep an eye out for sweet chili because sweet chili I can usually do. I'm okay with that. But I'll give that a crack. But, ladies and gents, let's go see who's online at the moment. We've got a few people online. There's a couple of fitness health streamers as well. There's gamers, and there's just chatting as well. I haven't rated a particular individual in a while. Also, fitness and health peeps. You guys might know them if you are part of the Twitch health and fitness community, Twitch Fit. It is terrible here, man. We're gonna go give them a raid and show them some love. We're gonna go say g'day, because I haven't seen him in a little while. As I said, I've usually been streaming a bit later than usual. So, usually they stream earlier in the day, so I haven't been able to catch them in a while. But we're gonna go check them out. They're wonderful, health and fitness streamers. They do game streams. They do, crafting, like, figurine building things as well. They have an adorable cat. Yeah, that's pretty much all like the cool stuff that I can mention about them, but there's obviously more, and you'll see that when we go raid them. But thank you everyone else who came and tuned in to today's workout stream. You're all awesome. It's good to see you, Teaser. Daniel loves John. Good to have you here, and I'm glad you got a Twitch account now. Lala Warrior Mum, thank you so much for tuning in and coming by. I believe you came in with the raid, I believe. Gira? Yeah, you came in with the raid from Moosaboot with his amazing raid when we first started off, and thank you all for the new followers. Lala Warrior Mum, Blicka, Moose About, Captain Canada, Little Farfadet, and Danielle Loves John. You guys are all appreciated. I did those push-ups for you, as I do every follow. That's what we do. Extra push-ups, why not? My gains and pain for your pleasure. But until later, probably tomorrow, I'll probably do a game stream a bit later, but tomorrow will be a fitness stream as well. But again, keep an eye on my Discord for that if you aren't already in on that. Definitely join my Discord server to keep updated. Trivia tomorrow night as well. Trivia, if you like trivia, tune into that. But otherwise, let's go raid. Let's go raid. Raid. Let's get it going. Getting our raid on.